Morning. This is a different change of pace. I had a terrible night last night. My nose is all stuffed up, so I couldn't sleep. Just tossing and turning all night. I finally said, screw it. Might as well get up and go hiking. So it's already like 5 a.m., I think. And it is cold. Weatherman says it's 50, but it feels closer to like 35. And heavy condensation in the air. It's just a hint of a fog layer. It's so condensed. I got water, moisture, and stuff on everything, so I gotta dry everything out later today. But it's supposed to be nice and clear. Once the sun comes up, it's supposed to be like 80 degrees and totally sunny, so that should be nice for later. Yeah, there is no way it's 50 degrees right now. Being generous, I'd say 40 max. Oh, there's a big spider right in the middle of the trail. Okay, can you see that? Gotta watch out for him. But maybe it's because of all the moisture in the air or something. But it definitely feels way closer to 35. It's cold. Of course, the trail's all swamped now. I get to have wet feet all day. Noticed an orange on the ground. So I gotta look up. And two big old orange trees. Well, the trail's now come out to this old rail trail, nice and straight for the next mile or so. I hope you guys can see okay. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty dark on your end, but I can see just fine. Still a while before the sun comes up. I'm on the Yukon River Bridge. And there's a river out there. Well, the trail is very windy and rooty, lots of tripping hazards. And off the left is the river we're following. And it's just kind of a big dark black hole out there. It's starting to get brighter. Sun might be up in about 30 minutes. And I can hear tons of road noise. Everybody's heading to work this morning. It's all sandy through here. A little bit of the water. This has been a really cool river walk. Finally getting bright enough to where you guys can see some of it. A lot of animals crashing through the woods this morning. I saw a couple of deer. This group off my left is definitely pigs. I saw one of them. Yeah, I see another one over there too. Big family of them in here. A nice little beautiful overlook. And the trees in the back are all fogged out. Visibility is only about 1,000 feet or so. I'm seeing a ton of pigs out here this morning. This is where the hog hunts should be taking place. They're all down here by the river. Unless this is considered inside city limits or something and there's no hunting right in this area. And that's why all the pigs are down here. I just made it to the place with a little waterfall. And there's a big old otter in there. He's poking his head up at me. Oh, there he is over there. That might be a second one, actually. Maybe they got a little burrow underneath the riverbank there. That was pretty cool. Also a bunch of colorful little birdhouses here. Coming out of the woods at Lockwood Boulevard. Officially in the town of Oviedo. There's a Walgreens just down the way, nearby, so I'm gonna stop in there first. I'm looking for some sinus medicine so I can sleep tonight. There's the Walgreens. Know exactly what I'm looking for. It should only take a minute. I'm all set, should be good to go. Next stop is breakfast. It's always weird coming right out of the woods, right into the town. All hustle and bustle. Morning rush hour and everything. I feel like I'm out of my natural habitat. Passing by the local sports complex. We're getting close to breakfast. By the time we get up here, it'll be 9 o'clock, and we'll have accomplished over half the distance goal for the day. There's the place, the Townhouse restaurant. Comes highly recommended. All done with a good breakfast and getting back on trail. Hung out there for a couple of hours and got a bunch of stuff charged up. Looks like most of the walking today through town is going to be like this, where we're on some bike paths going through neighborhoods and stuff, and not so much walking near traffic. So this should be kind of nice. Now the sun's out beautifully. It's warming up. I'm hoping the trail goes near a park or something, or some kind of open space where I can lay out all my tent and sleeping bag. Need to dry out all the condensation. This is definitely a great little trail through the city. Lots of people out enjoying the day, walking dogs and jogging, riding bikes. Crossing under Highway 417. I see some benches. This may be a good little place for a sunny spot. Lay some stuff out for a little bit to dry out. Well, this looks like a better spot. Just after passing under the highway. Some benches, trash and stuff. I'll chill here for a little bit. Water fountain. Well, all good now. Got some water, got rid of some trash, dried some stuff out. 10 minutes is all we needed. Back on trail. On the bridge over Howell Creek. There's a cute sign on the side of the trail. Got to keep an eye out for Smokey the small gray cat. Likes to wander around the trails. Some real pretty areas through these neighborhoods. A nice big footbridge over Highway 434. Crossing into the town of Winter Springs. Coming up on the Central Winds Park in just a little bit. I should have some restrooms there. And I gotta pee so bad. Looks like I found the restrooms. Time for another break. Well, I enjoyed a much needed restroom break. And next stop is gonna be food. We got one last opportunity to get some good food in before getting to our camp for tonight, which is less than 3 miles from here. The food is less than 1 mile. There we are. We're gonna do Marco's Pizza. I got a belly full of food. Worked on some video editing. Got everything charged up the rest of the way. Now we only got like 2 miles left, I think, to the campgrounds I'm aiming for. I feel like my body's finally catching up to the fact that I didn't get any sleep last night. I'm suddenly feeling really tired. As soon as I get to camp, setting up, I'm going right to bed. I think it got up to 80 degrees today. And it was definitely warm, but not unbearable. And here we go. Got the tent up. Not much room. Ground is kind of lumpy, sandy. You maybe fit one more in here, but that might be about it. And that's gonna do it for today, I think. Good day of walking, got lots of miles in. Good walking through town was all just fine. We'll see a lot more town tomorrow. Get some food as we can, and resupply. We'll hit up a Publix at some point. But that's it for now. I'm going straight to bed. I'll see you all in the morning. Morning. I had a good night's sleep last night. I definitely needed that. I had a visitor, another hiker came in well after sunset at some point. I was kind of asleep and groggy and heard him come in. I said hi, but I didn't catch his name or who it was. Let's see. Today we're shooting for like another 19-mile day or so, I think. Will get us up to another campsite around town. Maybe 6 miles in, it looks like there might be breakfast options. That's kind of what I'm aiming for this morning. It's all foggy and humid again like it was that other night where I was complaining it was like 35 degrees and weatherman said it was 50. Well, it feels the same again this morning, as in it's all humid and everything and wet, but it definitely feels more like 50 as opposed to a 35. So I don't know what was going on with that other side I was at and why it was so cold that morning, but it feels like a normal 50 degrees and it'll warm up into the 80s again, I think. There was also a lot of boars rooting around sunset at that site, but they calmed down after an hour or two. This is the bridge over Soldiers Creek. It's a cool looking pedestrian bridge, crossing over highways 17 and 92. And everyone going to work. All the traffic's in one direction. I don't know if you guys can tell very well, but there's definitely a wisp of a fog layer up in the treetops still. We're passing by Big Tree Park. Coming into the Greenwood Lakes Park area. Bathrooms and water top up here, but I don't think I need anything. And we're entering the next little township, which is Lake Mary. Squirrel's got himself a little morning snack. Seeing a lot more people out jogging and biking and stuff this morning. Looks like a bald eagle sitting up on top of the power lines up there. Almost to our breakfast destination for this morning. A little further up is Lake Mary Boulevard. We'll be diverting off to the right, about a half a mile. There's one of those First Watch restaurants, and they were pretty good last time. We're along Lake Mary Boulevard now. Might be a little more than half a mile to get to the First Watch, but breakfast options are kind of limited. I'm hungry, and I think this will be worth it. I think we made it. The front door is around the corner here somewhere. Well, breakfast was awesome. Gotta get back up to the trail. And then about 3 miles in is the next stop. Will be Pebblix that'll be right off trail for the resupply run. We just need like a day and a half, I think, is all. Water fountains out here along the way have been much appreciated. Coming up on this big pedestrian bridge over Interstate 4. We're now into the town of Heathrow. There's the Publix. Gonna drop in here real quick. Just need a little bit of food to get me another day and a half or so to get to Paisley, where there's a Dollar General for the next go around. Resupply done, good to go. There's Pearl Lake. Sanford cattle, right on trail, right in the neighborhood. Looks like from here on out we're slowly getting further and further away from town, or rural neighborhoods and things. No more town centers and no more food options. So I got enough to get me for cook a meal for tonight. There's also not many options for bathrooms and water. There's a park coming up that's like a half-mile off trail. I may have to divert into that in a couple of miles. I'm ready for a sit-down break. I'm trying to just keep going till I get to this park, but the park is like 2.5 miles away still. So, I don't know. I got a feeling I'll be stopping for a few minutes at least before then. And there's a neat little bear crossing sign in the neighborhood. I haven't seen any bears out here yet. I'm making a left here to follow Highway 46. Coming up on the place where I was thinking of dropping into. If you take a left there for about half a mile, you get down to Wilson's Landing, where there's like bathrooms and water access and things, but I think I'm just gonna skip it. It's too far off trail. If I go another mile, there's like a parking area with similar amenities. So I think I'll just push for another mile to get there. Crossing the Wakiva River. It's pretty down there. Made it to the Bear Pond trailhead. Lots of cars here. Some pavilions and bathrooms and things. Definitely gonna take a break. Definitely smells like a forest fire. And it's actually raining ashes right now. It doesn't look too smoky. Maybe slight haze. Could be from like 20 miles away or something. Someone's doing a burn somewhere. I enjoyed a nice little sit-down break by the lake there. And there's definitely more noticeable smoke in the air. You can smell it stronger. You can see it. The sky's getting darker. And there's a lot more ash getting rained down on us. It's off somewhere to the west. Something's burning, but I haven't heard any reports about what's going on or if it's going to threaten the trail or anything, so I'm just going to keep pushing north. Look like the campsites in this state forest area must have a reservation, but the one I'm aiming for, which is only another 4 miles or so down trail, looked like there was a designated through hiker site that I can just kind of get into, but we'll figure it out when we get up there. I found a tortoise just on the side of the trail. These guys might be a rare spot for out here, so it's cool running into him. He looks pretty chill. This place is called the Shelter Camp. A nice little shelter there, lots of benches and space. Yeah, that's cool. Camping zone for through hikers. So I think all the sites must have this, which is pretty sweet. And that's what I'm looking for at the next campsite up, is like a designated through hiker area. I don't know how well the sky will come out on film, but it went from clear skies about an hour ago to now it's just very hazy brown with all the forest fire smoke. Oh, there's another guy out for a little stroll right in the middle of the trail. About the same size as the last one. Just fits in there perfectly. This looks like a brand new boardwalk that was just put in. We made it to our junction. The Blackwater camp. It's just a 0.1 down here, down by a creek. Here's the Blackwater site. Nobody here. Somebody may trickle in at some point later, but I just wanted to come take a peek down by the creek. There's a yellow marked out area for the through hikers, so that's where I got my stuff set up. I'll show that in a second. Yeah, this is kind of nice. Decent enough looking for a water source. Cool area. And here's my camp. It's within the little designated area inside the yellow marked posts. So that's it for today. Good day of hiking. Finished up hiking through the town and finally back into some woods. Tomorrow we should be hitting up the little town of Paisley, where we can jump in and get another resupply accomplished for another long stretch up to the next town. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next one.